Hey guys, Justin here coming at you with another unboxing video. We are in the 2x4 test tent. We have got a light here from Viparspectra. As you know, I've got a little deal with them where we're kind of going to just review everything that they got. So we've got the P2500 here. I've already reviewed the 2000 and I think the 1500. So this will be the 25. So let's take a look at this. Of course, we've got all the meters here. I've got just so many meters now. It's ridiculous. We've got meter, we got the thermal imaging heat meter, we got the spectrometer, we got the watt meter, we got a 4-corner par meter, and of course we got baby Katana here. So let's get the meters out of the way here, and we will get down to business on this light. Of course, it's going to be very similar to a lot of the stuff from Amazon, so it's probably going to be a box in a box. There we go. Get the shipping box out of the way. Baby Katana again. Nice and sharp. Okay, let's see what we got. Imagine it's a grow light. There we go. Viparspectra, tons of diodes. And it is packed in here so nice, it does not move at all. They do a really good job packing it to keep the light safe. That is a pretty dang good sized board, man. Look at that. That is one hell of a board. And of course we got the dimmer on the end as usual. Real smooth action dimmer knob. It's not all clicky. Then we got the driver attached. You can see there's a little bit of space there. That's good. The driver that we're using here is going to be just kind of like a standard SOSUN driver. It does have the dimmer here, so you don't want to mess with the plug here because that's actually going to adjust the driver itself, and you could possibly overdrive the unit. So always you want to dim from the actual dimmer. That's about it for the light here. It does have that protective coating. You can see the shiny protective coating on the diodes there. So let's set that over there. We'll see what else we got in the package. Standard power cord. Hanging kit. Pretty standard. Rope ratchets. We do have the Metal Gear rope ratchets, so that's good. They got their regular happy, not happy customer card. And then we've got the manual here that's pretty much for all the P series. You can see they've got 4 different ones. This is going to tell you some info here. You can pause and take a look if you want. Warranty terms, let's see. We offer 3 years warranty from the purchase. Warranty does not cover damage. Yeah, there again, it's they just ship it out. 3-year warranty. Yeah, so they're actually going to help you out for 3 years on that. A lot of these companies are shortening their warranty. They're saying it's a 3-year, and it's not really a 3-year. But this one says pretty much they can send you parts if you need. You can get money back within 30 days, of course. But if it's beyond that, they can exchange. There we go. I had to take a little closer look at that. I just wanted to make sure everything was kosher. I saw this down here that says any light stop working after 30 days, please contact us to get a satisfactory solution. So they don't really say exactly what the solution is, They just say that they have a 3-year warranty from the date of purchase. So it's kind of vague. But when I talked to them about it, they told me that it is a full 3-year warranty. So I don't know. If you guys want to email them, if you're feeling kind of unsure about it, you can for sure give them a contact and try and verify that warranty with them if you'd like, if you're unsure at all. But a lot of these lights, like I've been telling you guys on all these reviews, like all these new style grow lights that are coming out, they're such well built. Even the cheap ones are built so much better than the LEDs that were 5 years ago, that I haven't had any problems. I've had, I think, 1 diode out, maybe 2 out of like 100 different lights that I've tested. So yeah, it's crazy. And all the lights that I personally use, there's ones that I've been using for a couple years now that have 0 diodes missing on them at all. And so yeah, I don't worry too much about the warranty, but it is nice to have that peace of mind there if you need it. But there again, this isn't that expensive of a grow light, so if you got a couple years use out of it and it died, it would have easily paid itself off. It'll pay itself off in a run, to be honest. So I don't know, that's up to you guys. Warranties, some people really put a lot of weight on the warranty, some people don't. So I'll leave that up to you. But let's go ahead and get this hooked up, and we'll see what kind of power it pushes, and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, here we are. We've got it all hooked up with their hanging kit here. Works really well. There again, we got the gap right there looking great. Help cool off the driver. We got the fins all along here to help cool it off. Works really well. I like this design. I really like this design. It's the same design as the XS series. The XS series does use Meanwhile driver usually and Samsung LM301 diodes. This does not have either of those, but it is less money. You can see we've got cool white and warm white mixed in there with some red in between. And then there's 2 infrared stuffed in there. You can barely see it. That real dim one there is an infrared. So it does have 2 of those, one over there and one over here. But yeah, we're ready to do some testing. We've got this at 17 inches. There we go, level 17 inches. 17 inches. And so that's going to be a 16-inch canopy because the sensors are roughly an inch off the floor. You can see the 4-corner readings currently, what we've got going. And we're pulling, what, 22 watts? So let's bring this up and see where we can get to, like, cloning. Now this really is not going to cover a 2x4 very well though, so I suspect that even getting it to cloning on the edges is going to be too strong in the middle. So there's the edges, 132, 138, somewhere in there. There again, the corners are a little bit different just because the angles and just... Just had to sneeze in the middle of the video there. I've had so many problems with this video so far. Hopefully you guys like it, but this has been the royal pain in the ass video for me. I don't know why. Literally everything has gone wrong so far. So yeah, we're looking at 130, 130, 120. But like I was saying, I suspect if we put it in the middle here, it's going to be too strong. Yeah, 389. Yeah, that's just way too strong. This is not a 2x4 light. There was another reviewer that just released a review, another YouTube reviewer, on the P2000, which is the smaller version of this, and he tried to claim that it covers 2x4, that the average par is 547 or something like that, average par across the 2x4 space. Yeah, great, but when you have 1,000 in the middle, and then 200 at the side, that ain't gonna help you, bro. That guy's just straight, oh my god, I can't. Alright, so basically, let's do this. Let's turn this down and let's see what this would actually be. as far as the coverage space goes. So there's 169 in the middle. 176, 180, somewhere in there. So let's move this over here. So yeah, it's basically going to be the footprint of the light. Look at that. Right there. Basically the footprint of the light. Yeah, this is a 2x3 light at best. At best. So let's go ahead and we'll crank it up. Actually, I'm just going to put this in the middle. This is just, I should have tested this in a 2x2, honestly, because this thing is not 2x4 worthy. But there again, I wanted to show you guys just how wrong and how misleading this other YouTube reviewer is. It's just, it gives me a bad name. It gives all YouTube reviewers a bad name that this guy's peddling lights to people that aren't going to work. If you can't tell, I'm pissed. I'm pretty pissed about it. Just saying. So here we go. 372 in the middle. So that's going to be for veg. Let's check the corners. Yeah, so there's your 2x4. 129 in the corners, and we're veg in the middle. That ain't going to work. Let's go out to here. 180, 180. Yeah, that's just not going to work. There's no way. I'm going to turn this up to 400 even. See if I can get it around 400. Alright, so 400. So 400 in the middle, that's about the most I would do for veg. The corners, 135, 140, 124. There again, the corners are different just because of the edges and corners and reflections and stuff are a little bit different. Edge reading, 129. If we bring it into where it's basically supposed to be, yeah, it's really just the edge of the light. 250. Yeah, that ain't... How's this going to cover a 2x4, bro? Come on. Come on. This is a 2x2 light even. Like 2x3 is stretching it. Legit, stretching it. Not to say anything against this light. It's not supposed to do a 2x4. I mean, they may claim it does, but it doesn't. Let's see what our center reading is here. Let's get into flower territory. Sorry for this review being kind of a mess. It's like I said, it's kind of gone. It's kind of gone awry in just about every way that it can. And I'm just trying to complete it at this point to get a video out. Alright, so 604 in the middle. So there's where we start flowering. And you can see the corners are nowhere near flowering. Absolutely nowhere near flowering. Now keep in mind, this is the bigger, stronger model than this other YouTube reviewer reviewed. This one's stronger. And he says the smaller one does a 2x4. Dude's smoking crack, man. He definitely ain't smoking weed. So let's just crank this thing all the way up. Let's see what it can do maxed out. Completely maxed out. Or what, 247 watts? This thing has really good output for the money. Really, really good output for the money. It's just not a 2x4 light. It just isn't. You can see we're barely at veg in the corners right now. And then check out this middle reading. It's going to be blasting. 1060. So this... so you got 1000 in the middle and 350 on the edges. That ain't going to cut it, bro. That is not going to cut it. If we put it out to right there, 482, 483, 494. All right, now we're into the 500s. So look at that. Like I said, this light's about 2 feet wide. You got about another 4 inches on each side. That's 2x2. 2x3 at the most. Yeah. If you had some reflection here, it'll help out. I put my hand here. It'll even help it a little bit, I bet. Or will it? Yeah, it helped a little bit. So yeah. Definitely a really good light for a 2x2 or a 2x3 even. But to say that this light or the 2000 will do a 2x4 is just completely inaccurate as far as flower goes. You may be able to veg with it, and even then not very effectively because the center is going to be so much of a hot spot compared to the rest. But yeah, this is a kick-ass light, but don't listen to the hype that some people are telling you on this. It's not going to do what you think what they say it'll do. It's just not going to. So yeah. I don't know what else to say on that, man. I mean, that's a clear not right. Clearly not right. Yeah, I'll just show you guys where the veg was. Go back and show that real quick. I forgot to show the where the dimmer was on that. There again, I apologize for this video being kind of a mess. It's been one of the more difficult ones, which is weird because it's such a small light. So there we are on the dimmer to hit 600 in the middle for flower. That's where it starts. And then for veg, we'll say 400 because it's going to drop off quite a bit. 404, that'll work. So there's where we're at on the dimmer for veg. For those of you that need to know. Now, I am going to try and raise this up. So we're going to hammer this all the way full. And then I'm going to raise it up so that we get about 800 par in the middle here. I'm going to give this light literally the most benefit of the doubt that it can have. And I'm going to show you that this is not a 2x4 light. So we're at 1055. I'm going to bring that down to about 800. And then we're going to see what the corners are from there. So I will be right back. Alright guys, here we are. We are back. We've got this now. It is looking at over 20 inches here. There we go, about 20.5 inches. About 20.5 there. Looks like this side could maybe go up one more click. Just one more click. Come on. There we go. Stabilize. There we go. Now we're even. 20.5, 20.5. There we go. All right, so you can see we're at 788 in the middle, and we're nowhere near flower on the edges. Nowhere even close. So this is the absolute most benefit of the doubt that this light can do in a 2x4. And it doesn't do it. And keep in mind, there again, this is the P2500. This other dude reviewed the P2000, is trying to tell people that it's an average of 550 across your 2x4. But yeah, if this is a 2x4 light, my shit is fucking rainbow. It smells like rainbow sherbet. Or what is it? My shit's purple. Smells like rainbow sherbet. One of those from Super Troopers. Definitely not 2x4, but this light will kick ass in a 2x2 or a 2x3. I am highly confident in that based on these numbers. Put this at about 20 inches off the canopy. You're going to get 800 in the middle and about 500 on the sides in a 2x3. But definitely, I wouldn't do 2x4 with it personally. And yeah, anybody that recommends that is just kind of just selling you up the river. Just selling you up the river, guys. That's all there is to it. There's no other way to put it. Just straight selling you up the river. It's unfortunate. But is what it is. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. You guys see all my meters that I'm doing. I'm upgrading the channel, trying to keep the best content out here for you guys, the most accurate content. Yeah, let's let this sucker warm up. We'll do the spectrum test and the heat test. We'll bring it back and wrap it up. Alright guys, we are back. We've let this warm up a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull out the spectrometer here. And we'll see what kind of spectrum it's releasing. There you go. You see a little tiny bump at 740. Really tiny. And another little bump at 660. And quite a bit of blue. So I mean, decent spectrum. That's 992 at the top of this meter, because this meter's 5.5 inches, so it's going to read a little bit higher. 983. So yeah, so that's out of the way. So now we can power up the thermal imaging gun here. All right, there we go. Damn, the driver's hot. Holy crap. Wow. 150? Is that for real? Holy crap. Yeah, that is for real. Okay, so the driver runs ultra hot. This is the hottest driver I have ever tested, I'm pretty sure. This driver runs ultra hot. I mean, the rest of the board, not too bad. I mean, this isn't like a shiny finish either. This is black. Wow. Wow. 150. That is definitely, yeah, that is way too hot to touch. That's crazy. The board's not really warm though. Like it's, I mean, this thing's accurate. It definitely is accurate. We're reading about 128 on the board. 150-ish on the driver. Man, whew, that's hot. Alright, so you guys can see kind of the differences between the P series and the XS series. Definitely in the driver. I know the XS series drivers do not run that hot. And I mean, the diodes are going to be Samsung diodes on the XS series too. So I really do recommend the XS series personally, but the P series is a good option if you're trying to save a few bucks. I mean, it outputs light. Like I said, I would use it in a 2x2 or a 2x3. But honestly, I like the XS series. That's just my personal preference. Hard to go wrong with Meanwell drivers and Samsung LM301B diodes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this review here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And go ahead and click the links below if you want to take a look at this light or any other lights from Viparspectra. There's discount codes down there as well. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, guys. Happy growing.